Throughout the last 9 months, I've tried to make it clear, as has Dr. Ezike, as well as people like Dr. Anthony Fauci and other public health professionals, that COVID-19 is a disease to be taken seriously no matter your age. Because even if you don't personally face a severe case, you may transmit it to someone who would. Because even if you're young and healthy, without any secondary conditions, there are no guarantees. No one knows this better than our next speakers. I'm so grateful for this family's willingness to share their story, though it breaks my heart that they have to share that story and that they have such a story to tell. The family who will join us in just a moment reached out to my office amidst their grief in an effort to save other families from experiencing the same horrible loss, and with a desire to honor the memory of Danny Rubin Cater, a wonderful wife and daughter. With that, I'd like to offer the floor, the screen really, to Tina and Bob Rubin, who lost their beloved daughter, 30-year-old Danielle Cater of Bloomington, to COVID-19 earlier this month, as well as Tim Cater, Danny's high school sweetheart, who turned out to be her husband. They have some important words for everyone going into this holiday season.
Thank you, Governor Pritzker, for inviting us to allow us to tell our story. Tim and Danny had been married about 6.5 years. They lived in the Bloomington area. They found their dream house. Their careers were off to a great start. Everything was going according to the plan that they had originally mapped out. And then in late October, COVID struck.
It just happened so quickly. So on a Tuesday, she lost her sense of smell and taste. And so we immediately quarantined, and she got tested that next morning. And that was really her only symptom until test came back positive on that following Saturday. And over the weekend, her breathing got a little bit harder, but nothing that we were ever concerned about. We just thought it was part of being sick and that we just needed to get through it. And it wasn't until we bought a pulse oximeter on Monday morning that we realized just how bad it was. Her oxygen levels were really low, and we knew we needed to get her to the hospital, that this wasn't something that we should be trying to take care of at home. And so Monday morning, we took her into the hospital, and they put her on a BiPAP, which she responded to. She was texting us from the hospital, telling us that her oxygen levels were back up to normal. And, we were all relieved. And later that night, her oxygen levels dropped. They put her on the ventilator, which it kept her oxygen from going down further, but it never came back up. And then they did an ECMO procedure, which it was shortly after that she passed away on Tuesday morning.
So you can only understand the devastation that our family has had through this. We lost our only daughter. Tim lost the love of his life. But through this, we want something positive. These aren't just numbers. They're not just statistics. These are real people with real lives and real futures that have been stolen by this virus. Coming forward, we want to take all this negative energy that we have right now and try to turn it into something positive. If we can have one person stay home, do something positive for someone else by making sure they quarantine when they are sick, following all the CDC restrictions. I know everybody's tired, but you just have no idea the devastation losing someone brings to a family. And we really appreciate the opportunity that the governor's office, the governor and his team has allowed us to tell our story and maybe make a difference in fighting this horrible, horrible virus. So with that, if Governor Pritzker would like to take over, thank you.
Thank you very much, both to Tina and Bob and to Tim. Thank you for sharing your story. It's a parent's worst nightmare to have to bury your child. And Tim, I am so sorry for the years of happiness that were stolen from you.